Welcome back to Fellow Child Space. Today, we are diving into the building blocks of every sentence. Nouns, verbs, adjectives. Whether you're a beginner or a refresher, this is your guide to mastering these essential parts of speech. Let's get started. Understanding nouns, verbs, and adjectives. What are nouns? Nouns are the names of things. If you can see it, touch it, feel it, or even just talk about it, it's probably a noun. Nouns come in two forms or two types. We have common nouns like apple, city, teacher. And we also have proper nouns like New York, Sarah, Thailand, etc. Now let's try a quick quiz. Can you spot the nouns in the sentence? The cat sat on the mat. Remember we said nouns, we have common and proper nouns. So we have the sentence here. The cat sat on the mat. Can you spot out the nouns in the sentence? Okay, so the answer is cat and mat. The cat is a noun and mat is a noun. It's easy, right? Yeah, it's really easy if you follow up. Now let's keep moving. A quick quiz. Can you spot the nouns in the sentence? The cat sat on the mat. Answer. Cat and mat are the nouns. Exactly, just like what we talked before. Cats and mat are nouns. And let's move to another, which is a verb. What are verbs? What are verbs? Next, we have verbs. These are the action words. Verbs tell us what's happening in the sentence. They are the action in the sentence. For example, she runs every morning. She runs every morning. If you look at this sentence, you realize that runs is the verb because that is the action in the sentence. He thinks about his homework. He thinks about his homework. Thinks here is another verb. Thinks is another verb. But wait, not all verbs show action. Remember we said verbs are action words in the sentence. But actually, not all verbs show action. Some verbs like is, are, or seem are called state of being verbs. State of being verbs. And the reason why they are called this because they describe a state or a condition of something. That is why they call them state of being verbs. Some people will call them, especially is, are, they will call them helping verbs. Helping verbs. So there are different ways that we call them. So here's a challenge I have for you. What's the verb in the sentence? The dog barks loudly at strangers. The dog barks loudly at strangers. What is the verb in the sentence? That seems to be easy, right? Okay, the correct answer is barks. Barks is the verb. Good job. And next, we have adjectives. What are adjectives? What are adjectives? Now let's talk about adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns. Adjectives are verbs that describe or modify nouns. So think of them as the details that make your sentence colorful and interesting. When you are describing something, you give vivid description or vivid details using adjectives. So adjectives make your sentences colorful. They make your sentences interesting because they give the details that are in that sentence. For example, the blue sky. The blue sky. Blue here describes the sky. How is the sky? Is it red? Is it black? Is it white? The sky is blue. So blue here is an adjective that describes the sky. A delicious pizza. A delicious pizza. It's not just a pizza, but a delicious one. So delicious here tells us more about the pizza. It's a yummy pizza or a delicious pizza. So that's just all when we are talking about adjectives. They just make your sentences colorful and interesting. And adjective answer questions like what kind? For example, what kind of dog? It's a happy dog. How many? For example, how many apples are there? There are 3 apples. It also answers questions like which one? Which car is yours? This one or this car. That seems to be very easy. So you should always know that adjective will answer questions like what kind, how many, which one, and the rest. So let's have a quick practice. Find the adjective in this sentence. Find the adjective in this sentence. She wore a beautiful dress. She wore a beautiful dress. What is the adjective in this sentence? That looks very simple. The adjective in this sentence is beautiful. Beautiful. She wore a beautiful dress. Beautiful is there to describe the kind of dress. It's not just any kind of dress, but a beautiful dress. And putting it all together. Now let's try to put all the 3 parts of speech that we have studied together. We studied verbs, nouns, adjectives. Now we are going to make a sentence that includes all these 3 adjectives, and you're going to identify them. We are going to identify these parts of speech in the sentence. For example, the happy dog jumps over the tall fence. The happy dog jumps over the tall fence. Now, looking at this sentence, you realize that dog and fence are nouns. The happy dog jumps over the tall fence. So, you have dog is a noun and fence is a noun. Jump is a verb. That is the action in the sentence. Jump is a verb. Happy and tall are adjectives because I said the happy dog jumps over the tall fence. So happy describes the dog and tall describes the fence. So you see, we have used the 3 different parts of speech to form a sentence. Now you're ready to spot out nouns, verbs, adjectives in any sentence. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun English lessons. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.